Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Tinesha Davis. This is Fun and Budget, and this video is Battle of the Budgets. Yeah. I don't even know what all of this was, but let's just go with it. I am in Orlando, Florida right now on a mini vacation, and I want to get my t-shirt in the frame. Hashtag budget life. Thank you again to Truly Amazing LLC. Instagram, follow her for creating this shirt for me, and for Asia Sierra Budgets for actually sending this to me. And without further ado, let's get into this month's battle. Okay, so we will be taking a look at Friencine's budget. Now, I went over what she sent to us, and I went over her goals and what she wants to do with her money. But honestly, this month, this battle, this budget, I am going to actually take a look at it with the mindset of what I would do if this was my money, honestly. Because I feel like, honestly, I feel like I'm pretty good with money, y'all. Let's take a sip to that. I feel like I'm pretty good with money. And I feel like in my financial life, I got to where I got to by just doing simple things with my money. Simple things. Making my money come together in one big chunk and sending it to one goal at a time. Very simple. Not diluting it, not trying to do too many things with it at one time. Just really putting out an order of what I wanted to achieve and single-mindedly focusing on that goal. So that's what I want to do with Francine's money, okay? So yeah, let's just say I lost. Let's just say I lost. I don't even care. I don't even care no more. I'm used to losing. So let's just say I lost. So you know what? There's a special freedom in just saying you lost. Because when you can get that freedom in your head, you can truly do what you want to do. When it just really doesn't even matter. When you're just taking yourself out of the competition, you can truly just do what you want. And so with this budget, I'm going to truly just do what I want. Okay? And so let's get this thing started. Okay, so for the month of March, Friencine has an income of $2,984. So this is what we are going to work with, okay? We are going to use every dollar to put this thing in place and to really keep track of where we're at with what we're doing. And the goal is to budget every single dollar, to give every single dollar an assignment so that we have a zero-based budget, all right? And so, of course, the first things we got to do is we got to take care of our adult responsibilities, our obligations. And so one of the first things she has is her car insurance, which is $200 a month. And then she has her phone bill, which is $40. Now after that, I'm going to jump and start looking at her subscription services. Friencine has a lot of subscription services. Oh, but before we talk about that, as far as her fixed expenses go, she has very little overhead, which is a wonderful thing, because that means with the little overhead, that means we can do more with this money to get where we want to be financially, all right? But when we jump down to her subscriptions, she has Apple Music for $5 a month. She has Audible for $15. And Hulu is $62. seems super high. But I'm not familiar with the Hulu packages, so I don't know. Right now I have Hulu, but it is actually free with my cell phone service. So that's that. So I don't even know. I guess this is like Hulu TV, right? And then there's HBO for $13 a month. And then iCloud for $3 a month. And the subscription services, if I click over here, we will see that we are spending $98 a month in subscriptions. The only thing with this is I would try to see what I could do to lower Hulu. Because once again, I feel like until I reach financial goals, I want to really keep everything as little and as simple, or as low and as simple as possible, so that that money could be applied to my more long-term goals. In miscellaneous, we have gas for $100 a month. Food is going to get $250 a month. Now here's where I'm going to do something a little different. She had these categories broken out a little differently, but I'm just going to combine everything and then just call it one thing. For instance, entertainment. Entertainment you can use for going out, hanging out, things like that. So we're going to put $100 here. And then personal. Personal is going to be everything else. It's just going to be your whole other umbrella, whether it's grooming, whether it's buying things that you want, entertaining yourself, whatever else you want to do, hygiene, shopping, whatever. That's your personal expenses. And here I'm going to say $300. Now, this is going to be a little lower than what you typically set aside for yourself, but that's okay. That's okay. We're just doing it this way because until we reach our financial goals, I kind of feel like what I would do, or what I have actually done, is I just really limited myself so that when I reached those goals, I had a bigger reward to say, like, now that I reached my financial goals, now that I'm debt free, now that I have the savings that I want, I can now truly do what I want with my money. That's the reward. That's the reward at the end of the rainbow. When you reach your goals, you can then ball out with your money, okay? Now, so that brings us to money goals. Money goals. Emergency fund. We're going to set aside $200. Now, I don't know what your emergency fund goals are. Like, I don't know how much you are trying to actually set aside for your emergency fund, and I don't know where you currently stand with your emergency fund. But I would truly kind of do it Dave Ramsey-ish, where I would probably, if I were you, if I were in your position, your unique position, I probably wouldn't have no more than $1,000 to $2,000 in emergency fund, honestly. Because once I reached that, I would then just start throwing everything at my other financial goals. And then once I reach those financial goals, I would then pick back up with my savings and get in my savings account, you know, more beef. I would beef my savings account up more. It's late, y'all. It's late. I got this drink. I don't know what to tell you. I'm for real. I feel like I'm like stumbling all over the place. But we'll be alright. Okay, Discover. Discover. Now, I'm assuming that Discover is your credit card. And if that is the case, I know that you have... Oh, good gracious. I have notes in here from other stuff. Okay, so if Discover is the credit card, I know that you have about a $4,000 balance that you want to have paid off by June, okay? You talked about this in your January video with your financial goals, okay? So we definitely want you to reach that goal of having this thing done and out of your life. So what I'm going to do right here to reach that $1,000, and this is what I would do. Like I said, I would just get laser focused on one thing. And my one thing, if I were you right now, my one thing would be the credit card. I would get that over and done with. So we're going to put this big chunk there. And again, if you have this thing paid off before June, great, even better. But to make that stretch goal of June, if we're truly correct and it's March and you still have about $4,000 to pay off, you may have less to pay off by now. But if this is truly correct, this will get you with this thing done by June, $1,000, okay? I know that you have a student loan, but that is not your concern right now. And if I was you, it wouldn't be my concern either until I had these other things out of the way. Once the credit card was out of the way, I would then most definitely start aggressively attacking the student loan. But let's jump down to home. Now, I know that you want to start saving up for a home, and right now you're doing about 10 to 15% of your income a month. So we're going to put away $250 here. And though I did say that what I would do if I were you was just aggressively attack what I want to attack, but to be honest and to be fair, a lot of people have housing expenses, they have rent, they have mortgages, they have something they have to pay. Because you don't, I do not think that $250 is too much to ask for to set aside so that you can just get a jump start on that journey to either home ownership or whatever it is you want to do in that department. So we are going to go ahead and put that $250 there. Now, this leaves us with $446 remaining. I know that you're doing a ton, maybe not a ton, but you're doing some savings challenges. You're participating in March Madness. You have Saveopoly. You actually create a really cute Saveopoly board for those of you who are also doing savings challenges and savings goals. Check out Friencine's Etsy shop. She actually creates wonderful printables and wonderful different items that she custom makes and everything to just really help this debt-free savings, financial goals, just to make it more fun, just to make it more enticing, inspiring, all of that stuff. So check out her shop. So in the meantime, we know that you have already committed to doing saving challenges and everything. And the thing that you're doing with your savings challenges is you're actually using the money to pay off debt. So again, anything on top of that $1,000 that you can throw at this credit card, awesome. Because as soon as you get out of that, as soon as it's just over and done with, you can move on to your next financial goal, whether that be paying off the student loan, which that would be mine if I were you, or if you don't want to do that, beefing up your savings, right? And really start paying in toward your future. But what I would do with this $446 that's left over is I will just go ahead and put it here for your savings challenges, $446. Now, I do know that you potentially have the potential to need more than $446 depending on what you roll and how much you're supposed to fund your envelopes with. But honestly, I think that the odds are on the lower side that you will roll the high numbers that will put you in both of the highest positions, the high spots on your boards to have to fund. So I really think that $446 will be enough for you to make do and fund these challenges, okay? Hopefully. But again, this ain't about you. This ain't about you. This is about me. This is about what I would do if I were you and I had this income and I had your circumstances and your situations. What would I do to achieve wealth? This right here will put you on the fast track for sure path to wealth. That is it, guys. Don't forget to thumbs up. Check out Friencine. Check out Rochelles Adamson Budgets. And I am Tinesha Davis. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not a member of the Fab family, Fun and Budget. And talk to me in the comments below. I will see you there. Until the next video, y'all. Peace.